Hello, welcome to another video. In today's video, I am going back at the Palestinian problem again. I know I made another video about it where I suggested that the bottom half of Israel be chopped off here and given to the Palestinians. But after thinking about this for many months, boy, maybe even a year now, I keep looking at this part of Egypt. And I'm like, Egypt's this pretty big country here, comparatively speaking to the Palestinian areas and like Israel. I mean, Egypt's, pretty big country. And it's got this little chunk here that you just can't help but to look at and say, it just doesn't really look to be like a full blown part. It's just kind of a weird little section. So, what I understand is that Egypt is in the process of building themselves an entirely new city, a new capital city, and it's breaking their bank, okay? So, here's what I propose, okay? Is that Egypt sell this chunk, maybe put a line like right here, like right down, because there's a lot of people right here. So you'd think, oh, just do it right here. But this is a pretty big population zone right here, and all down to about here has pretty big population. So cutting this thing off like here, like this side of the mountains or something like that, somewhere, putting a line here, right about there, right? Now this is going to leave this entire area right here. Now, I'm saying that Egypt sell this, okay? Now, every single person that's an Egyptian that lives in this area is then given a choice. Do you want to become a Palestinian and live in New Palestine, or do you want to be fairly compensated for your property and then you can find some place to live in Egypt, okay? So that means any Egyptians that live within this area right here get fully compensated for their property. Okay, now we'll go up here into Israel / the mess. So, and it's a mess because of these red lines. Okay, this is a mess. This arranging people that hate each other like this is a mess, okay? So what I'm suggesting is that every Palestinian in the Palestinian zones, if you want to call them that, will be made an offer. Do you want to become an Israeli, or do you want to be fairly compensated for your land? And that's something I never could understand. Over here, somehow, people are just taking people's land and just like moving in. They just kick them out and just move in. They don't buy their property from them, so that's what I think should be a big part of this, that there should be compensation. So do you want to become an Israeli and stay? Okay. They take down all the fences and all the walls and all the crazy stuff they have going on, and those people just become, and there's a lot of Palestinians that are just normal, everyday Israelis. It's already a thing. So then this area, this entire red area, would become Israel. Gaza would become Israel. But everybody that lives in Gaza would be fairly compensated, and they would be able to then come over into this area here, wherever they'd like. They'd probably like a little place over here to build like the new Gaza or whatever, or maybe down here, wherever they like. And then they take their compensation they got from their property and they go build their new property here. Now, this area that I call New Palestine should be under some very unique type governance. Number one, the international community should most definitely be a part of the arranging of their constitution. The international community, probably mostly of like Palestinians from around the world, but really it's like enshrining in this new Palestine deal some things that will kind of guarantee that the Palestinians are just going to start acting normal and not be trying to kill people. They just end that whole phase of their existence with this deal. And then, like New Palestine's security guarantees, which unfortunately we have security guarantees with Ukraine that we're not living up to, but we will just ignore that for this video. But giving this country security guarantees, guaranteed by Egypt, guaranteed by Israel, guaranteed by Jordan, guaranteed by, what's this country right here? There's a couple of them right here. There's Jordan, and then there's, Saudi Arabia maybe? Yeah, Saudi Arabia. So basically, this New Palestine doesn't need a military, they have their internal police or whatever, but also they're not, I don't know exactly how you go about it, but like the people of Gaza voted for Hamas. Okay, so there needs to be a way that can never happen. They can't even do that. They're free to have a democracy as long as their democracy stays a liberal democracy and they don't turn back into a dictator ideology country. That's like the deal, right? Like, do you want this deal? Then you're going to be a liberal democracy from here on out, period, with not even the ability to regress into another Gaza situation, okay? But they'll have their own country. They'll be able to determine their own lives and stuff. And really, it's up to Egypt, because Egypt has so much land. And if I understand correctly, they actually have some problems here with radical Islamists. So, it's not even like they really can take care of this little chunk here as well as it should be taken care of, right? And I must re-interject that the fairly compensated, Egypt gets fairly compensated. The people that live here that don't want to be New Palestinians get fairly compensated so they can move over here. The people that have property here are fairly compensated so they can get their new property here, the people here, okay? And then this whole entire section, if you want to be a Palestinian and live in Gaza, you are now an Israeli, period. This is just all Israeli, and this is all Israeli, okay? And this is all New Palestine. There's a solution. Make it happen, world. If you're sick and tired of this stuff, I bet there's enough Palestinians with money around the world that purchasing this with some loans or whatever isn't even that out of potential. Like, there's money to do this, And why not? Just give them this nice little chunk of land right here, and we don't have to worry about this stuff anymore. All right, like, subscribe, peace.
Thank you for watching my video.